What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer. Summertime is finally here, and with it comes the launch of Overwatch 2's newest season, Season 11. Yes, at this point it is coming up very quickly, so in today's video I'll be talking about everything we know so far about its start date, new skins, new content like heroes and maps, along with some rather intriguing leaks, some of which are even teasing the return of one of the most popular skins of all time. Yes, we'll be delving into all that and more right here today, but first I'd like to remind you to subscribe and hit up that notification bell to never miss out on any future Overwatch 2 news, streams, and other content. There's some exciting things happening in Overwatch in the months ahead, and you don't want to miss out on any of it. But now, well, let's go ahead and jump into what we know about Season 11, starting off, as always, first and foremost, with the start date. Now, historically, Overwatch seasons run for about 9 weeks. Every now and again, we'll get a season that's a bit longer or a bit shorter than that, but 9 weeks is the standard for what we expect for a season's duration. And so, considering that and the start date of Season 10, it looks like Overwatch 2 Season 11 will be beginning on Tuesday, June 18th. Now, at the time of me recording this, Blizzard has yet to make an official statement clarifying the exact start date, but June 18th is the most likely date based on the 9-week structure. However, it may actually in fact be 2 days later than that, June 20th, given that if you count down the days remaining on the Season 10 in-game Battle Pass timer, it actually comes out to Thursday, June 20th. Now, it is possible that the timer in-game is a bit inaccurate and perhaps will get fixed as we get a bit closer to the end of the season, but it's also possible that this season will just run 2 days longer than the usual 9 weeks. Again, it's not unheard of for Blizzard to do this with a season, so until we get official confirmation, we won't know for sure, but the start date for Season 11 will indeed be either Tuesday, June 18th, or Thursday, June 20th. So this week here is the main point in time we want to look at for that new season to start. Now, moving on from just the start date, what all do we have to expect in terms of content and theming for Season 11? Well, again, Blizzard hasn't commented officially on what the new season's theme is going to be, but we do have some leads to go on, both official and unofficial, should I say. Starting with the official information, way back at BlizzCon 2023, yes, well over 6 months ago at this point, Overwatch 2 game director Aaron Keller announced a number of different themes that would be coming to Overwatch 2 battle passes over the course of 2024. 2 of these themes have already been seen, being the Eldritch Horror and Mirror Watch seasons we've had leading up to this point, with the 2 others being Egyptian mythology and witches. Now, while potentially we could see either of these themes being the theme for Season 11, witches to me seems like that's more than likely going to be the Halloween theme for this year, so we're probably not going to be seeing that until a bit later on. Egyptian mythology, however, could potentially be the theme of Season 11, depending on how Blizzard wants to play it, but actually, based on some leaks we've had for Season 11, it looks like neither of these themes are going to be the theme for the next upcoming season, but rather something that hasn't yet been officially announced as an upcoming theme by Blizzard. Now, I will note we will be delving into some spoiler territory, so to say, here. So if you'd rather not have anything spoiled in terms of the leaked content for Season 11 and you just want the official information, then go ahead and jump to the timestamp here on screen. But for those of you who do want to stick around, we've got some interesting, juicy details to delve into. So now that everyone who's still here is okay with the leaks, let's dive into it. So back in May, there was a rather curious post made on the Overwatch subreddit showing off 3 skins which are supposedly going to be part of the upcoming Overwatch 2 Season 11 shop. This post was made by CF2 Leader, who previously had leaked such information as details on the Mythic Skins shop prior to Season 10, thus giving pretty heavy credibility to the authenticity of the leaks they're providing. And when it comes to Season 11, they showed off these 3 images for Season 11. The first skin is a skin for Roadhog, which appears to be some sort of scaly, big dinosaur, almost demon-type creature. It definitely has a sort of retro monster-type vibe where it's not really outright a dinosaur or a dragon per se, but just some sort of scary monster-type creature. The next skin for Zenyatta falls into a similar sort of line, although this one definitely has a much clearer dinosaur or maybe even Godzilla type vibe going for it. And even more so in the Zen specifically, it looks like the character of Zenyatta himself is in a costume as opposed to literally being the dinosaur monster thing. This is indicated by the fact that we clearly see his face poking out of the mouth of the creature, along with what appear to be sewn seams here along his leg, thus suggesting that he's wearing a costume as opposed to, being the creature itself. The third skin is unfortunately the least good looking out of the three, personally, that's my opinion on it, but it looks to be an epic skin for Lucio themed around some sort of pink squid type creature. We can see that his hair has become tentacles of some sort with a rather creepy overall design. And so taking all three of these skins into consideration, it does seem like the season theme for season 11 could indeed end up being somehow tied to monsters, or similarly, kaijus. As mentioned in a comment by the person who originally posted these leaked images on the subreddit, the theme for season 11 could specifically be focusing on retro Japanese monster and horror type movies such as Godzilla and Gamera. These old shows and movies often made use of what is considered by modern standards to be rather goofy looking rubber suits, and it seems that based on the skins we see in this leak, that could be the general theme Blizzard is going for with the skins in this upcoming season. According to the person who posted it, the Zenyatta and Hog skins are apparently going to be part of the Ultimate Battle Pass bundle, with the Lucio skin being part of the starter pack. And historically, we've seen that oftentimes these bundle skins are tied into the main theme of the Battle Pass. So yeah, I think more than likely we're going to see some sort of retro monster movie Godzilla type kaiju theme for season 11. Now, personally, I'm really curious to see what the other skins in this theme would end up looking like, and at the very least, I'll give Blizzard props for going with something so atypical in terms of season theming. But at the same time, I will also mention that this is all unofficial leaked information, and as such, it's still possible that these images are fake, although given the clarity of the images themselves and the immense amount of detail, not to mention that it comes from a credible source who's previously leaked information that ended up being true, more than likely I do think these are skins we'll end up getting in season 11, and we'll just have to wait and see more official information to help better contextualize them. Now, as it turns out, these aren't the only skins leaked by CF2 Leader on the Overwatch subreddit. Shortly before leaking these three skins, they mentioned that they had information revealing that there will be a return of everyone's favorite Mercy skin, Pink Mercy, but that it'll be a recolored variant called Rose Gold. This is apparently going to be part of an upcoming charity bundle released during season 11 that will cost $19.99, and that it's related to Pink Mercy, but is more than likely going to be some sort of recoloring variant. Again, this is leaked information, so be sure to take it with a grain of salt, but it does seem that Pink Mercy will be returning at some point in season 11, albeit a different version of the skin as a part of a new charity-focused bundle. I am sure many people would jump on this opportunity to get that skin once again, even if it's a slight variant of it. And yeah, I 100% buy that Blizzard would do this because I am sure they're going to be making a lot of money off of it. Not to mention, if it is in fact for charity, then that is a really cool bonus for them to have on top of it as well. Anyways, wrapping up the leaks portion of this video now, let's get back to talking about the season theme on a grander scale, and specifically focusing on the Mythic Skin. Now, while the leaks don't really give us any information on the Mythic Skin specifically, we do still have some predictable information regarding it, namely being the fact that it's more than likely going to be a skin for either a damage or tank hero rather than a support. The reason for this is that over the course of the past seasons, we've seen a grand total of 3 damage heroes get mythics, 3 tank heroes get mythics, and 4 support heroes getting mythics, with the past 2 seasons both featuring support mythic skins. So assuming Blizzard wants to maintain the relatively balanced ratio of which roles are getting mythic skins, it's pretty safe to say that this next season won't go to a support hero. As for damage or tank though, well, at this point it's really anyone's guess as for which it's going to end up being. Moving on though though from the Battle Pass and season theming, next up let's talk about major gameplay content coming in Season 11. First and foremost, the one thing we do have officially confirmed to be coming in Season 11 is the brand new push map, Runasapi. Runasapi is set in Peru and is evidently going to have a lot of ties to Ilari, with Blizzard having already shown off a bit of footage of what this map is going to end up looking like. Interestingly enough, this will actually be the first new push map we've gotten since the launch of Overwatch 2 back in 2022, and personally I'm kind of curious to see how it ends up playing compared to the others. Push is a rather controversial mode, I guess you could say, where a lot of people really aren't a big fan of it, so I'm curious to see if Blizzard has taken some steps with this new push map to try and change the overall gameplay or pacing of it and help make it feel like a better mode. Beyond this new map though, we'll also be getting a rework to the existing map of Colosseo, which coincidentally is also a push map, with some major changes coming to the layout of the map itself to hopefully improve the gameplay experience with it. Now, beyond just the maps, what about a new hero? New heroes are obviously one of the most anticipated content additions routinely in Overwatch's history, and while unfortunately Season 11 is not slated to be a season that features a new hero addition, we could actually get a sneak peek of the next upcoming Season 12 hero, being the support hero Space Ranger, during Season 11. For both the most recent heroes, being Venture and Malga, we've seen them get some sort of publicly playable gameplay preview prior to their release during the season leading up to their addition. So, assuming Blizzard decides to do a similar thing again with Space Ranger, who's supposed to be releasing in Season 12, we could end up getting a playable weekend for her sometime in the latter portion of Season 11. So, while it's not an official new hero addition, if this is in fact how Blizzard ends up playing it out, it will at least be an opportunity for us to get to play the next upcoming new hero during Season 11. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here today in this video regarding Season 11 is when exactly we're going to learn more officially about it. Well, depending on when exactly you're watching this video, Blizzard may have already released some official information, announcing the actual start date, the name of the season, the theme of the battle pass, stuff like that. But for the shorter term, being the few days following me actually publishing this video, we'll be getting the 2024 Summer Games Fest, the spiritual successor to E3, so to say, where many game developers are showing off new and exciting content for their games over the course of the weekend of June 7th to 9th. And specifically, there's going to be an Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday, June 9th, which more than likely will be featuring some sort of new Overwatch showcase. Historically, Blizzard has utilized this Xbox Games Showcase to announce not only the release date of Overwatch 2 back in 2022, but also the release of Overwatch 2 Season 6 in 2023, which was the season that introduced Ilari as a new hero, the new Flashpoint game mode, and of course, the now rather infamous Invasion PvE. So, more than likely Blizzard will want to utilize this same Xbox Game Showcase again in 2024 to show off more information about Overwatch yet again. Though the question is, what exactly would they be showing off? Now, at a bare minimum, I think we could expect to see the trailer for Season 11, probably showing off more of the new map, probably the new skins, maybe the new Mythic Skin on top of that. But given that this is a major gaming showcase event, I also wouldn't be surprised if they went a bit further forward in time and actually showed off some content from Season 12, more than likely being the new hero Space Ranger. Even if it's just a little subtle cameo teaser of the new hero, like what they did for Ilari back in 2023, I think it's safe to say we're probably going to get something Space Ranger focused during this showcase. But I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. Again, there's a good chance you're watching this video after the showcase has already happened, in which case, who knows, maybe everything I just said sounds ridiculous and out of date. But leading up to this Xbox Games Showcase, I will say I'm fully expecting there to be something interesting shown off, which is why I will of course be streaming the showcase live right here on my YouTube channel, so be sure to tune in so we can get a first look at whatever they end up revealing together. And on that note, that does it for everything we know so far for Overwatch 2 Season 11. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on the leaked content for Season 11? Are you excited for the new push map getting added? What are you expecting to see showcased when it comes to Space Ranger and other future future Overwatch content during the Xbox Games Showcase. Regardless of your thoughts, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe. Hit up that bell icon, follow me on X, and join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch 2 news streams and other content. And special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible. If you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. And otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.